Hi everyone! So we're continuing our series of live shopping events. Today we're going to do gem shows from the Tucson Gem Show. I've been working for about 4 days straight trying to get these all processed for you. And so far this is about 3 tables worth of stuff. There's a lot more left. So I'm going to flip this around and get started right away. I've got a couple rules that we're going to do for this because we set up 2 different live feeds at this our live events today. So we're doing gem show stones today, and then at 4 o'clock we'll be doing jewelry that are gemstone gems that we got from the Tucson Gem Show. So because of that, we're going to run a little bit different just so that we can keep our sanity and you can get the things that you love. So the way this is going to work is say sold, what it is that you bought, and the price, and then send us a message at the very end, a private message that says everything that you decided that you wanted from this event. Because if we're having to go through hundreds of comments or whatever, it's going to just take us a long time to get through everybody's desires. So at the end of this, one private message sent to us saying everything that you sold or that you wanted that was sold to you. During the event, you can do individual sold, what the item is and the price, so that you can keep track for yourself what items that you wanted. So without further ado, we're going to flip this around and we're going to start taking a look at the gems. All right. So we're going to start with spheres. We got some really great sphere holders this year too that have never been seen before. So in addition to the spheres, I'm going to be showing off some of the sphere holders as well. So all of these are pretty much either from Brazil or their country of origin. So for instance, these beautiful large quartz spheres that you see here, this one weighs about 3 kilos. It's pretty heavy. It fits in the palm of my hand. This particular piece, for instance, is $3.99. Now what I wanted to show you, and I don't have enough hands for this, is also the price for the gemstone. Thank you. For the price for the holder. So this holder is $49.99, and if you can see it up close, it's like a gypsy woman hands around a crystal ball. So what we can traditionally visualize as a fortune teller using a crystal ball. So anyway, Jeremy's going to be my assistant and put that right back. Thank you, Jeremy. All right. So we're going to show you the different stands first, and then we'll show you the balls. How about that? This Nile goddess is $39.99. I'll let you see that. She has a spiral in her center. Jeremy's going to put this rose quartz piece back. This is Brazilian quartz. This particular one is $139. Oh, he's going to help me. All right. We also have some that are shaped like planchets. Those are $24.99. And that happens to be a piece of green calcite that he placed right back on the thing, and that was $19.99. The rainbow sphere, also $19.99. And so what you're going to do is you're going to say sphere, rainbow, and then the price, if you decide that you want that. Or you'll say triple moon planchet, orb holder, price $24.99. So that's how you're going to comment sold when you decide that you love something. All right? This marble spheres, $14.99, and then this double layered triple moon Celtic knotwork sphere holder is absolutely stunning. The work that had to go into making this is beautiful. It's $39.99. Then we have a series of triple moons sphere holders, and you can see I've got a few others on there. All of those triple moon sphere holders are $39.99. So if you decide you want one of those, let us know. There's 4 of them. When they're gone, they're gone. We won't get those again until next year. So that's all of the stock that we have of those. All right. So we have a carnelian egg. The carnelian egg is $29.99. We have a piece of tiger iron sphere that is $39.99. I got it. The blue calcite sphere is a little bit larger. We're going to go pretty quick on these. $26.99 for that blue calcite sphere. And then this is actually black amethyst with blue chalcedony. This sphere that's got the open geode. And that one is $249.99. Absolutely beautiful. Brazilian quartz. This is about palm size, a little bit smaller than that. It's $49.99, which is an absolute brilliant price. We've got some really great deals here. $14.99 for this black marble. And then this is a piece of honey calcite for $29.99. The stands with the small pentacles, you see this small pentacle, and it's a wooden stand, and it can hold a variety of different size spheres on it. Larger ones like that. It can even hold the extra large if you wanted to put one on there. So those small spheres, only $5.99 for these. We've got 2 of them left. When they're gone, they're gone. All right. A beautiful piece of Brazilian quartz. I don't know if you can see all the different rainbows and flashes going in that. This one is $129.99. And we have this on a larger wood stand that looks a little bit like a tree base. It's a really beautiful base. Those are only $14.99 for those. All right, we're continuing our journey through amazing spheres. This one again is about, I want to say this is about 5 to 10 pounds. It's really a heavy piece. And this particular piece of Brazilian quartz is $349. So I'm going to say that this is 3.49 kilos based on how heavy that weighs. So it's about 7 pounds. This is an absolutely stunning piece of fluorite. This is that high A-grade quality fluorite that you can see all the lines going through it. I love it. You can almost see faces. But this particular piece of fluorite is only $59. It's a beautiful piece for a really great price. The holder that it was on, also that wood shape that we were showing before, but a smaller one. And these ones are only $9.99. So if you like that really nice polished wood that looks like it's got kind of a tree base, that's what the price is on those. Our carnelian sphere, it almost looks like you're looking at Jupiter with all the swirls going through it. This particular piece is $72.99. And then this is another unique style of new crystal ball holder that we just got. And it's crescent moon shapes for each of the 4 sides. And these are just $24.99. These are all done with a really lightweight oak wood, so they're really light, but they're very durable. So I'm going to rotate that. The quartz ball, actually that's a marble ball. This one's only $14.99. And then we have the chevron amethyst, which is absolutely beautiful. You can see all of those chevrons in that piece. This one is $2.99, which is a great price for that piece. That one weighs over 2 kilos. I have a solid black tourmaline sphere. If you know anything about black tourmaline, that stone grows in a very fibrous structure and it flakes very easily. So for them to be able to get a sphere this size, they had to do a really great job, not only finding a harder one, but a large piece to make that out of. And this is only $169 for that large piece of black tourmaline. I don't know if you can actually see some of the sparkles that come off of the edges. It's an effect that happens when a fibrous structure gets turned into a sphere. All right, and then our last sphere that's in this section, this beautiful clear piece of quartz. It's actually a little bit of hematoid quartz. You can see a couple of those inclusions of hematoid in there. Absolutely gorgeous. $129 for that piece. And that's a steal at that price. I have this on a special stand. This special stand that's on is got little crescent moons, and it's got LEDs on the inside. So when you put a sphere on it, the sphere or anything you put on it will glow, and then light will come out of each one of these moons. So this piece is $49.99 for that holder. All right, we get to move on to skulls. So we have quite a variety of different types of stone types that are carved into skulls. And all of the ones that are this size are $29.99. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say the type of small skull, because that's what these are. You can comment $29.99 skull and the price, but I'm just going to show each one. So we have quartz. This one happens to be fluorite. You can actually see the stripes of the different colors. We've got rose quartz, another quartz one, more rose quartz, a little bit of hematite. The nice thing about these is they're all very well detailed. Sorry about the blurriness on that. This is one of my favorites. There, we actually have blue goldstone, so it just sparkles and shines like no other. Okay, another quartz, and then this fluorite one's just got a bunch of really great stripes. He looks a little angry. Okay, we're moving back. This one is opalite, hematite, lapis, another quartz, opalite, and then blue goldstone. It looks like Jeremy needs to pull a piece out of here, so we're going to see what's going on there. All right, so these ones are actually titanium plated quartz. And each one of those is $39.99. Because they're titanium plated, they're just a little bit more expensive for those guys. So we'll just say titanium plated 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you decide that you want one of those, just say titanium plated skull 1, 2, 3, or 4. That will help us out at the end. Can you get a closer picture of the stand to see? I'd like to buy
one, and it's already been sold 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's first comment,
Yeah.
first sold.
Yep. And remember, on all of these things, they're first comment, first sold. So when they're gone, they're gone. That LED sphere holder, we only had one of those. I guess I should have picked up more.
A bunch of people have commented.
There might be more in the case, the sphere case.
All right. So then we have this larger rose quartz skull. This guy, these ones are easily 3 times bigger than the ones that I was just showing. And this particular one is 84. Its friend, who has this nice striping in the face, is a little bit smaller, and that's why it's $79.99. And then we have this pyrite one. This pyrite one has got a lot of character in the sense that you can actually see a little bit more of what the geode looked like on that. And that one was $54.99. All right. And then the titanium plated skull. This one's about 3 times bigger than his friends. You can see that. Oh, maybe almost 4 times bigger. And that's $89.99. All right. So this next one, this is Brazilian quartz. Pretty much every time I say we have a Brazilian quartz item, that means that when we went to that show, it was specifically a family-run business from Brazil. They speak Portuguese and a little bit of English, and they clearly mark a lot of their items made in Brazil. You can see that this is just filled with rainbows and very interesting. You look into his eyes, there's almost a left brain, right brain going on. This piece weighs over 4 kilos, and it is $5.49. You can see that it's easily 6 times bigger than the next largest one that I'd been showing you before. Now we have a series of small necklaces that are skulls, and these ones are all For amethyst, citrine, and rose quartz, they're $12.99 for the necklaces. So that's what the citrine looks like. And we'll just pick the nicest one for you because there's several of them if you decide that you like these necklaces. And then the amethyst is sticking together, so I'll just grab the next one. So, and then clear quartz is a slightly less price. These ones are $9.99 for the clear quartz skulls that are necklaces. And then in the back, we also have opalite skulls. So remember, opalite is a man-made stone, but its intention is for you to work through transformation and change and work with your higher energies. Okay? Then we have a series of smaller skulls that are $9.99 each, or $11.99 each, that are individuals. So we have Mookaite Jasper, Tiger's Eye. There's a little bit of regular jasper. This is that red jasper with black. Hematite. Standard quartz, rose quartz. We even have some Dalmatian jasper. The titanium looking ones. Are you talking about these ones here that are the titanium plated ones? Or are you looking at ones like this which are hematite? Anyway, if you decide that you love any of those, any of these skulls that are this size here that are individual skulls are just $11.99. And then we also have our traditional metal stands done in both stainless steel and copper. Those are $5.99 each. They pretty much will hold any size ball that you want to put on them. So my examples are that I can put a smaller sphere, sits on there nicely, and just as easily I can put a very large sphere. So if you really want the focus to be on the sphere and allowing the sphere holder to disappear a bit, these $5.99 metal ones are great for that purpose. All right, so now we're going to move on to some orgonite items. Each one of these orgonite items has precious stones suspended in the orgonite with copper and gold so that you can specifically manifest energy. So each one has a spiral outward, so basically they radiate the positive energy of the stone that's inside it. So for instance, this series here where we've got the Tree of Life, a basic spiral, a Hamza hand, the Flower of Life design, and an Om. Each one of those are black tourmaline with that gold and then the copper as well. And these are $39.99. Oh, actually, I just corrected myself. These are all shungite. So they're shungite spheres with that gold. All right. So now these are rainbow stones. What you've got are red jasper, yellow calcite, green aventurine, looks like a little bit turquoise, lapis, and then follow that by amethyst. And each sphere, that's the stones that are in these. These are the same price, $39.99. Same designs are available. The spiral, the Hamza, Om, Tree of Life. Let's spin that Tree of Life so that the branches are upward and the roots are downward. And then the Flower of Life design. These are on a special kind of stand. These are wrought iron and they're a little bit lower. They can hold a lot of different styles, and those are just $3.99 for those wrought iron stands. Any of the wrought iron stands that I'm going to be showing you. Ooh, look at, I got to do a little bowling with stones. Any of the wrought iron stands are just $3.99. And we'll do a little pickup cleanup. Woo. Pick up on aisle 1, everyone. All right. So the next series of orgonite spheres that we have are actually those same 6 designs, but done on amethyst. So they're all the same price. So please say when you decide you like one of them, the design, the price, and then the type of stone, or the design, the stone, and the price. So, amethyst Om, amethyst Tree of Life, amethyst Spiral, amethyst Hamza, amethyst Flower of Life. These are all the same price as the previous ones, $39.99. And now we go into Rainbow Moonstone. Same designs available. So Spiral, Hamza Hand, Flower of Life, Tree of Life, and Om. If you decide that you need any of those, just let us know. Tell us the style. The Tree of Life, and which one? Megan, did you need so the property of the shungite, just saw that, Missy. So shungite is a black stone for protection. It specifically helps with preventing electromagnetic interference or electromagnetic energy. It's also commonly used for purifying water. So what they call noble shungite, which is the 90% carbon shungite, is used for basically protecting yourself against other people's negativity and a negativity that's caused by electronic items. So anytime you're feeling a little inundated with your social media, or your computer's acting funky, or your phone is just a little bit too omnipresent, then shungite is great for you. All right. So now we got some beautiful moonstone. These ones are all pyramids with orgonite. They each have the spiral, and then they have copper. And we've got a really great deal on these, so you're going to get a really great deal on them. These are only $19.99 for these. And they're all what they call them 40 millimeters. So as you can see, they're about 2 inches on each side. Traditional pyramid shape. So we have moonstones, we have a rainbow of stones, and we have amethyst. And just say that you want an orgonite pyramid, the type of stone, so it's going to be rainbow moonstone, rainbow stones, or amethyst. And those are all just $19.99. All right. So for those who know about Merkabahs, it's that awesome geometric shape that is essentially 2 pyramids within each other. The larger size ones we have are $19.99. We have amazonite, bloodstone, amethyst, rose quartz, regular quartz, rainbow moonstone, blue calcite, and tiger's eye, as well as, you can see here, sodalite. The larger size is $19.99. The same stones in the medium size are $11.99, and then the same stones in the smaller sizes are $6.99. So if you decide that you want a Merkabah, say Merkabah, and then the size, small, medium, or large, and then the prices. The large ones were, again, $19, $11 for the medium, and we had $6.99 for the smalls. All right, and for those who need to have fertility symbols on their altar or other places, we just got a new... These fertility symbols are in quartz, and then we also have tiger's eye, amethyst, lapis, fluorite, and those are all the stone types we have. These smaller sizes, which are about 1 inch, are $8.99 for any of those. And then we go into our next size up. The next size up, and we have 78 different ones. These are all $29.99. They're about 2 inches tall. And I can go through each one and tell you what the stone is quickly. But we're going to go quick with this, all right? So we have mahogany obsidian, a couple different amethyst ones. This is that blue gold stone. This stone that you see here with the orange and the red, if you decide that you love those are mookaite jasper. And then we have lapis in the front. Then our next row back, we have pyrite, jasper, rose quartz, mookaite jasper, again lapis, amethyst, regular quartz, and pyrite again. Again, these are all $29.99 for this size. All 79 of these are the same price. So if you see the one you like, just let us know. So we're moving by. We've got hematite, pyrite, regular quartz, hematite quartz, amethyst, tiger's eye, and I didn't, sorry, I was getting distracted there for a second. And then we have amethyst at the end. So basically, I'm going to sweep by. If you see one that I haven't already listed, I've already said at least each one of the stone types once. We're just going to slowly move through these. There's also opalite there. I'm going to focus on the opalite for a second. Then I'm going to zoom out a little bit and let you see the whole grouping of them. If you see one that you like specifically, just say what row it was, what color it was, and then $29.99. All right, thank you everyone on those. The next size up, and these ones are about 3 inches, a little more than 3 inches. And we have these as well. These are $39.99, so there's rose quartz, hematite, amethyst. Then the next row is hematite, pyrite, amethyst, hematite, 2 more rose quartz, an amethyst, and a hematite. So remember, anytime you're using a fertility symbol like this, it doesn't have to be specifically fertility in the sense of having children. It can be fertility in the sense of generating money or creating prosperity. It can also be a symbol representing the divine masculine. So if you're wanting the divine masculine on your altar, but you're not specifically as tuned to a specific masculine entity, but you want a representation of it, all of these are appropriate. And then you can also use these as kind of different types of healing stones. So if you've had some difficulty with masculine energy in the past and you're trying to heal from that kind of energy, things like rose quartz are really great for that, because then you can start thinking about how can I heal from my interactions that I've already had with masculine energy that's been either toxic or negative for me, but I want to actually reattune myself to a fully dualized or balanced energy. And this can be for anyone. If you're attempting to represent the divine masculine in your life, but you don't have a very specific divine masculine, these are all appropriate for you. All right. And then the ones in the back row here are all smoky quartz. And they're absolutely beautiful pieces. Remember, these are all hand carved. They come from Brazil. These ones are $29.99. Oh, someone's grabbing the bears before we even got to them. This smoky quartz one, and these ones are about 5-6 inches. $19.99, $79.99 for that one, and then the last one in the back is $104. All right, so we're going to move on to a different subject. All right. We got quite a few of them, and I just processed those earlier this morning, so thanks for bearing with me. Now we have a bunch of really amazing raven skulls. The ones up front are blue chalcedony. This one is jasper, and they're priced separately. So first one, which is slightly lighter, $139.99. The one that's very much more blue is $224, $139, and then the one that has all the additional oranges and red is $169. The dragon skulls, we have blue chalcedony, lapis, the plated titanium, or the quartz plated with titanium, and then that blue chalcedony with the geode in its head and with the geode opening in its head in the back. So the ones in front are $99, $79 for the quartz dragon skull, $99 for the blue chalcedony. All the different blue chalcedony ones that are skulls, that are dragon skulls, are $99. The lapis piece, which is absolutely stunning. I love how there's the stripes. They put a lot of amazing detail, including detail to attempt to show the bone on the bottom of that. And it's $229 for that large one. Titanium plated skull, $129. And then the blue chalcedony that has the geode in the center of its head. That one is $2.99. All right, so some people were asking, or I saw some messages popping up about the other stone shapes. We have these wolves that are all howling. We have it in lapis. And then the other two are actually dragonstone jasper. It's a form of like bloodstone or jasper, because they're both all forms of jasper, that has a little bit of purple and green in it. And they're $19.99 for those ones. Behind it, we have bears. The bears that are this size are quartz and tiger's eye. Those bears are $19.99 as well. And then we have one size up on bears, and those are done in quartz and tiger's eye as well. These ones are $29.99. And you can see that they're fully carved. They've attempted to show the fur, the eyes, the shapes of the nose and the mouth. I'm going to zoom back a little bit because we have these amazing opalite elephants as well. The opalite elephants are just $9.99. If you decide you need any of those, do let us know. All right, and we have a series of black onyx kitties. These black onyx kitties come from one of our suppliers that comes directly from Mexico. They make these in the central Mexico region, south of Mexico City, and they're $32.99 each for these. If you decide that you need a black onyx kitty in your life, just $32.99. All right. And these are our Peruvian friends that made these. Our Peruvian friends made small bunnies that have little carrots, and they have these beautifully detailed eyes. So, $24.99, regardless of which style you pick. So, we have marble, orange calcite, quartz, a marble one here, and then the black onyx one. They're absolutely adorable. If you need them, let us know. One of the black onyx kitties. All right, I'll pull that aside for you, Angie. All right, now we're moving into eggs. I know we already passed Easter and Ostara, but we've got some really beautiful eggs. Eggs are used for fertility symbols. They're a little more feminine in their energy, so they're right here next to the kitties, and they've put them in a little bit of space so that... Oh, okay, all black onyx kitties are sold. So if you wanted one and you did not pipe up, they're gone. Yep. All right. So these are onyx eggs. The ones in the front are just $9.99 each. Then we have pyrite eggs, and these are the shiniest thing that you're going to lay your eyes on probably today. These ones are just $44, $39, and $34. So according to price, $44, $39, $34. And then we have our rose quartz eggs. These are from Brazil. You can see that they're... So these are all from Brazilian quartz that have been hand-tumbled, hand-shaped. We got $34.99 for the first two. So the first two are $34.99. The second one, or the one here at the end, is $29.
Are you still there?
That's $34, $29, and $29. So, like I mentioned, 3 of those 34,
And noting your name on one right now. What we'll do
and then 3 of them are 29.
we'll call you back for your address. They'll actually
All right, then we have a couple lapis eggs.
Send us a private message.
Oh, and I'm going to remind everyone, when you've got everything that you've decided that you want, remember, send us private message instead of calling right now, because that'll make it a little bit easier if we've got your entire order at the end. Private message at the end with your entire list. We're going to try to pull it during the event, but make sure that when you send us that private message, it has your list of items, address, and an email that we can send a PayPal or any other type of invoice to you. That way, it just makes it easier for everyone, and a phone number so we can call you just in case we got something wrong. All right, so the lapis eggs. $49.99 for the lapis eggs in the front, and $59.99 for the lapis eggs that are in the back. And then these two beautiful carnelian eggs. You can actually see the separation in the stripes and the layers of that carnelian. That's $39.99. And then this one in the back actually looks like flames. So there's a little piece of geode. You can see the inside of the geode that is this egg. And that is $29.99. All right. So we've made it halfway through one of the three tables. How's everyone doing? All right, pretty good. So next thing we have are malachite animals. And I want to show you a piece of raw malachite so that you can understand how difficult it is to get this particular crystalline structure into a solid shape. So that means they have to have a very large piece of malachite that they tumble into a sphere or some other shape, and then they carve it down finally into the shape that you see. So we've got a couple frogs. You can see that the all the swirls and the shapes of the malachite. The front frogs are 29 and 19, so 19, 29. The large frog is 39. The turtle is 62. That's a pretty heavy piece back there. And then we have kitties done in malachite. And I'm going to come down here so you can see them a little bit better. This one looks very much like what you call a tortoiseshell fur cat. And this is done in malachite. This particular one is 39. This one has got its head slightly turned to the right. You can see the stripes. That one is $64.99. This one's got nice patches in its shape. It looks very much like you would anticipate a tabby cat to look. And this one's $49.99. Switching hands. The elephants are $69.99 and $94. Remember, now malachite is a very expensive stone. The tumbled stones, which are about the size of my thumb, run anywhere between $5 and $10. So these are really great prices for these very well carved, larger animal pieces. Okay, so we have the malachite kitty going to Jody, and $99.99 for those lions. So the $39.99 kitty going to Jody.
And then another one just came up.
And
Amy.
so Amy, I see that you also asked for when the $39.99 one went. We have still the $49 one and the $64 one. If you're interested, we can pull those aside for you. Remember, this is first sold, so when they're gone, they're gone. All right, so we have a series of... There's two kinds of stones to my right. Are you looking at these? Okay, so we're getting ready to look at mushrooms of different stone types. Most of these are different types of jasper. You can see that these are about 2.5 inches across the top. And the ones that are 2.5 inches or more across the top are what we call the medium-sized ones. Those are 29. And then the next size down, which is this size, are $19.99. So we have moss agate, jasper, moonstone. This is actually unakite jasper. And then we have one down here that's just $14.99 for the smaller size. So there's 3 sizes so far: 29, 19, and 14. And somebody said the $49.99 kitty. Got that pulled for you, Amy. All right. Then we have a couple that are done in this lapis. The lapis ones are $29.99 for the large one, $14.99 for that smaller one. Then we have some marble back here. with a little bit of onyx in it. These ones, that mushroom's not going to stand up, so I'm not going to fight with it. $19.99. $14.99 for that size. And then this one is amethyst. A stunning piece of striped chevron amethyst carved into a mushroom. Only $29.99. And then lastly, this is actually labradorite. You can see the blue flash is popping out of it in various places. This labradorite mushroom is $29.99. Someone wanted to see the large mushroom in the front. Are you referring to this one? That large mushroom in the front is just several different types of jasper, and it was $29.99. All right, so we moved out of mushrooms and we're going into carved stone pyramids. So we start with our rose quartz ones up front. The rose quartz ones that are the little guys up front are all just $9.99, except for this very smallest one, which is only $6.99. So $9.99 for rose quartz. They're about an inch. Then the next size that we have, they're about an inch and a half. They're $14.99 on those rose quartz. And then we have various ones that have either a tree of life or the flower of life carved onto the front of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say what the stone type is. All of these pyramids that have the symbol etched in them are just $24.99. Okay? So $24.99 for the symbol etched pyramids. So we've got blue calcite, green aventurine, black tourmaline, lepidolite. This one is sodalite, lepidolite, sodalite, clear quartz, lapis, amethyst, moonstone, tiger's eye. And it follows the same pattern for the most part. We have another moonstone, tiger's eye, green aventurine, moonstone, green aventurine, amethyst, blue calcite, rose quartz, regular quartz, blue calcite, tiger's eye, amethyst, and clear quartz. And if you see any of them, like, just say the symbol that's on it, so it's going to be tree of life or flower of life, pyramid, and then the stone type, and then the price, which is $24.99 on all of those. So we have a tree of life in black tourmaline, amethyst, rose quartz. Those are also $24.99, like I mentioned. And then that tree of life on that black onyx one in the back, that's $24.99. Then we also have these layered stones, the chakra stones. These are also $24.99, so just state that you want one of these chakra layered stone pyramids. And then we have these rough pyramids, which are really neat. It reminds me of the original pyramids before they actually got the nature of making pyramids right, and our traditional visualization of pyramids. These are quartz that have titanium plating, and they're $24.99 each. So if you see one that you specifically like, they all kind of flash differently as you move the camera around. So just say titanium plated pyramid 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, if you decide that you want those. Now these titanium plated ones are our traditional, what we would consider traditional look. They're all $24.99 or $34.99. If you decide that you want any of those, just say $34.99 titanium plated smooth pyramids. All right, so we have a clear quartz one. These are a little bit bigger, $34.99. Rose quartz, $64.99. $64.99.